Hello.
Good morning. Or afternoon, early evening, midnight, who knows? I don't. Ads are gonna be over in like 30 seconds. So I'm just gonna go here and we're just gonna do the bump of the gums. There it is. I was gonna say, I don't think I have those set up for the main screen for whatever reason. So, as you can hear, the voice is coming back. It's just been a very long, slow process. I'm already over it. Listen, the illness has overstayed its welcome. I think it was allergies that turned into not a sinus infection, but like, sitting there doing the bad. And I'm over it. I didn't want it in the first place, but I surely don't want it to keep hanging around. So as long as y'all can bear this, we're fine. I'm curious to hear what I sound like later tonight. Because last time I sounded like this, I streamed and then I had no voice later that night. It was a good time. And then we're back to square one. Can you tell I'm over it? I'm over it. Today we are working on our house in Willow Creek. We got to do the bedrooms and the upstairs bathroom. I tried, let me switch over there so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, our house, our neighborhood is looking nice. It's looking real snazzy. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite build so far. I mean, did we expect anything else from me? No. It's a good build. But like, just looking at it from the map, let me show you. Come on. There you go. Just look at it from the map. It doesn't look terrible from up here. You can't see how bad it is. And then you get down there and you're like, whoa, that's a good build. That build right there is the best build we've done so far. And then you see it from upper closer. Yeah, upper closer. And you get this and you're like, damn, that is indeed a good build. I like it. Anyway, this is where we're at. So I try, you know how like, I'm not going to be able to change this wall because this is the roof, right? And even though if I have I built actual walls here, it won't let me change the wallpaper on them without changing the wallpaper on the roof. So these rooms are just going to have this wallpaper on the back wall. It just is what it is. I just wanted to point that out before somebody else did, and I had to explain it. So we're just pre-explaining. But yeah. And I think that that's really silly. And that's how I feel about that. What a silly decision. Okay. This is such a precarious little thing right here. If this was my door, I would be so concerned. Every time I heard somebody, I wouldn't be concerned. I would wait to see who was coming up the stairs. And then when they got about here, just swing my door open. I would. Because it's either going to swing past your face and it's going to freak you out. Or it's going to be swinging into your face and you're going to stop. Hello, cutie. How are you? Don't forget, cutie, when you get the chance, because I don't think you have one. Let me know if you want an entrance sound. Just let me know. Like Lynn and Vicky and Creative and Sar and everybody. I feel fine. I am over whatever this is. But I feel fine.
Mom.
Yeah, one of those.
Mom. Mommy.
And you're the only one that can
Mommy.
use it. Like, even if I type in that command, I can't use it. And I made the command. So it is strictly yours to use. I can't even trigger it. It's that damn, I think I went from allergies to being sick, and here we are. I've been trying to kick this since Wednesday. It's been like a week. All the tea in the world doesn't help. I've had tea, hot chocolate, apple cider, so much water. Um, I fall asleep with a cough drop in my mouth every night. I know. You guys are always like, you're gonna choke on that and die. Joke's on you. I wear a CPAP. My mouth is always dry. It's not going anywhere. It gets stuck right here, and that's where it stays. Yeah, maybe I should wear a mask on stream. I have apparently spread my cooties to Sar, and she don't live nowhere near me. We live on the same side of the Mississippi River, and that's the only closeness we have to each other. That's the only geographical thing we share. We live on the same side of the Mississippi River. I don't know what room I want to do. A whole Rockies separate us. I was in the Rockies when we went to Colorado. We went up to Vail. They call them mountains here in Minnesota. They're not. They're bluffs and they're hills and like, they are. And like, right? And like, we went up into the thing and I was like, we hadn't hit there. We had been in the foothills. Listen, I stay in my little space. I only left my house yesterday or Monday to go to the hospital to have a tilt table test done, which is negative. We got those results back today. It is negative. We're good. And then I wore a mask the entire time. And not just like one of those little thin paper masks. I have like my brother is a respiratory therapist and got me the same masks he uses at work. So like it's a 3M something. It's got like the little foam on the nose pad and it's like the trifold. It's a fancy mask. But I've only ever been in the Appalachian Mountains, which are very different in visuals than the Rocky Mountains, right? The Rocky Mountains are rocky and the Appalachian Mountains are covered in trees for the most part. So we get to the foothills and I have never seen the Rocky Mountains before. I'm like, there's no way these are mountains because we have mountains like this in Minnesota. I was indeed correct. There's no way those were mountains. We got into the actual mountains and I was like, oh, that's a mountain. You know, like, because you're like driving through and the mountains are off in the distance and you're like looking at them and it's not clicking to me because they were like kind of blending into the sky. It was one of those days where the sky was gray, the top's covered in snow, you know? Yeah, same. And yeah, we got in there and I was like, oopsie poopsie, you are correct. Because like the Appalachian Mountains are almost always a little misty. Almost always. I mean, they're called the Great Smoky Mountains in certain areas for a reason. So like you don't get to the bigness of them. You don't realize just how grand they are because they're always like, and you should because they're always covered in mist. They're kind of up in the clouds. But like the visual is very different from the Rocky Mountains. And the first time you see the Rocky Mountains, you're like, that is a mountain. That is one of the most mountainous mountains I've ever seen. Because I've only ever seen the rounder, tree-covered ones. Yeah. I'm sorry. It'll get there. There's a lot going on. I'll stop talking about mountains now. I just needed you all to share that experience with me. Thank you. You know what I can do is this. And then they are. We do have bluffs though. We do. And they're beautiful. But now I can take this bad boy here and change this wall. So I can make the bathroom, because you're not going to see the sides. But we got to do like, I wanted to do double sink in the middle with a shower and but I think I'm going to have to put a tub in here because, no, because once they're toddler. And I don't think I put a shower in down here. Oh, I did put a tub in down there. Perfect. So theoretically we could do shower, double sink, toilet. So that's always a possibility. By possibility, I mean that's probably what we're going to do. I'm just trying to find a wallpaper I like with these floor tiles. I don't mind the grout or this. I just wish they weren't so shiny. So crispy. I don't know how to describe it. I just wish they weren't so much that. What about this in like... It kind of goes with the yellow on the floor a little bit. I think I'm going to do the brown in here. I know we did brown down here too. But like... Yeah, that's how I feel about that. I've been playing with CC off stream. It's fantastic. Ooh, oh, I gotta change a scene. Please hold. I gotta blow my nose, but I never fixed what scene it was for. Please show me the thing. This takes longer than it should because I just learned how to do this. It's not hard to do. The multi-action thing. When I did it the first time, I thought I had done it correctly and I hadn't. That there's like step 1 and step 2. So you've got to do step 1 and then step 2 when you program it. There we go. And now it should work. No, please. I just want to eat myself. I want to wipe my nose without the world seeing. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That's all I needed to do. I forgot I haven't streamed since Friday, which is wild. But I think you can hear why. Like, I haven't been talking. I just sit in my I've been playing The Sims for like the last 2 days. I don't even think I didn't get on Fortnite yesterday or nothing. I ain't get on Fortnite yesterday or nothing, y'all. I sat up here and played my Sims, so I didn't even get in the Discord call because I was like, I'm gonna talk too much if I get in the Discord call. And I have to stream tomorrow. It was a very, very quiet day yesterday. Because I wasn't even talking to him. I was like, nah, I got to save this voice. This little bit of baby voice that I have, I got to hold on to that. I woke up this morning, he goes, you sound so much better. I said, I don't believe you. I don't think so, sir. I do indeed still sound like crap. Well, we have until like Friday, I think. So don't forget to play your creative map. And then even if you only play the Lego stuff for like just enough to get that 60,000, it's a quick 60,000 and you get it for just sitting there. So, but yeah, I think you got this. We got till Friday. You got a few days. I think when I play Friday, we're going to be in the new season. I think. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. And then Rachel was kind enough, Tubby Rachel was kind enough to put it in the Discord, in the Fortnite channel. If you can't see the Fortnite channel for whatever reason, just let me know in like general chat or even in a message. I'll just @ you in the channel. I don't know why it isn't showing for some people. But if you link your Disney Plus account to your Fortnite account, to your Epic account, you're going to get a free Stormtrooper skin, it looks like. I won't be doing that because I don't have a Disney account and I won't be making one for a free skin. I just feel like I'm good. But yeah, if you already have a Disney Plus account or you don't care or you use Disney and you're like, fuck it, I'll get a Disney Plus account. If you link that to your Epic account, you're supposed to be getting a free skin. I think it's Disney Plus. There's, like I said, she linked it in the Fortnite channel. She posted a little thing up. A picture off of Twitter, a screenshot. That's what that's called. That's what that's called. So if I just had the right colors in there, that would be fantastic. But this is like very orange. Oh, there you go. Or we can add you on the channel. I think both of those work. Can I have... Not that? I'm gonna do this one. It is a really fancy shower, alright? I hear you. Kids don't need a shower that is $875. They should have got this little cheap $375 one. But they did get it. And we're just gonna accept that. Do we give them double vanity? Or do we give them one vanity and then a place to put all their shit? I think double vanity. I wouldn't want to share a sink with my sibling if I didn't have to. It's so funny growing up with siblings. You're like, I don't want to share my shit. I'm not sharing my toys with you. I don't want to share my clothes with you. I don't want to share anything else with you. And then you find the person that you want to be with and they move in and you're like, can I steal them sweatpants? I will gladly share my bed with you. I'll clean your cup. It's fine. You know, like all those things you push against growing up with people in your house. You move in with somebody and you're like, all those things are acceptable now. As a matter of fact, I request them. Thank you. I don't know what Merity is. That story wasn't long enough to fill the gap of me not knowing what Merity is. Do we want one that sticks out medicine cabinet style, or do we want one that's more flat? Because there is no storage up here. 0. We could do the same mirrors up here that we did downstairs. I think that's what we'll do. One of the cats is talking. They go and they like annoy Wayne at his office door. And so one of the cats is talking and I just hear and I cannot tell if it's Arthas, who sings like that all the time, or if it is Aries, because Aries has started picking up that noise that Arthas makes. There you go. It is a Disney account, not a Disney Plus account. Thank you, sir. I just remembered seeing the image and I saw something about it earlier and I was like, oh, I should mention that in case people want to link those. I mean, a free skin's a free skin from Fortnite. Take it. Shit. Absolutely. So it's your Disney account. It's your My Disney account. I don't have that either, though. Like, when we had Disney Plus, we had it through Verizon. You know, like, when you were like, they were like, oh, you get a year of Disney Plus free if you whatever. So we had that year with Disney Plus. But I don't know. Maybe he has a My Disney account. But he also doesn't play but collects all the skins. So he may not let me link that to my account. And if we're being 100% honest, I'm not a huge Star Wars person. I don't hate it. I don't hate it by any means. But I'm not like, ooh, gotta give me a Stormtrooper skin either. So my heart is not broken. I want this one and this color. Now the question becomes, where do we put the hand towel? Do your game. I'm just trying to get my stuff together here. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, this would kind of fit. I'm going to see if we have one that is a better fit, maybe. This one might work. Yeah. Yeah, because it sticks out. Like, this one is fine, but it hides. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's just real close. The other one, like, was underneath the mirror, and I didn't like that. So we're going to go with this one. It also has... Ew. Go with that. It was, like, the worst color choices possible. Put that there. And here we need... Okay, so question. In the bathroom, we get this little plunger thing. The one from the bathroom clutter kit is in the bathroom stuff. But we got a very similar item, just much nicer looking, in the sleek bathroom kit, which also has bathroom in its name. But it is not in here. Which means it is in clutter. Whatever the team is that sits down and categorizes where things go in this game, I would like to sit in on a couple of meetings. I just want to hear the thought process. Is there a thought process? Do you guys say, oh, what is this called? The Gordian cot, and you reach into a little pot and you pull out a category and you're like, made it into beds. Good, honest, made it into beds. But sometimes you're like, oh, this should be specified here. And then you pull out miscellaneous clutter and you're like, this one didn't quite do it for us. Player base is going to have to figure it out. I think that's what they do. See? It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter if we're playing Fortnite or The Sims. I promise you, we will crash out every stream over something. I think I crash out over The Sims way more than I crash out over Fortnite. And that's genuine. I just don't get it, man. I actually want the whole, like this is cute. This is also from that sleek bathroom kit. It's really cute. But I think that because this is going to be a room that two kids are sharing, so they have to share the shower, they're probably going to have, like, this. So that's what I'm going to go with. And then over on this wall, we got to put some towels. I like this. And we'll just use this brown one. And we'll set it up like here. I think we'll be fine. I don't know what crash out you're referring to. I know I remember crashing out. I remember that being a thing that happened. And I remember I was playing with you and Tommy Rachel, and I'm pretty sure Nicole. But can I tell you what was said? Sure can. I have no idea. All I know is the words came out of my mouth, and I don't regret a single bit of it. Because if I can't remember what I said, I meant it. I said what I meant. I no longer need to hold on to it. It's out there in the world. We could do like this in here. Put some extra toilet paper and some towels. Cause like this one cool. It's got some towels on it. I don't have to put towels on it. But then we can put some toilet paper on here. And we all know that's my favorite thing to be doing. So let's grab us some towels. Is it the one where I was talking about them being cursed? I think it is slowly coming back. Like a night out when you've been drinking and the next day you're like slowly remembering bits and pieces of what happened. I think that's what's happening here. I'm like seriously trying to remember what this crash out was. I'm gonna go get another shelf and see if I can do this thing. Where people place the shelf down even with where they want it, right? So like here. I tried to do things without tool. So people who play on console or who don't want to download mods, also 100% valid, can see to how to do things. But like, yeah. See, I can't ever get this to work where you grab it and then you press Alt and it's supposed to like still be placeable. I don't know how people do that. I'll be honest there. So I'm just gonna, since I've lined up where I want it anyway, I'm just gonna put these here. We'll move that out of the way. I'm still not using tool. But we'll like put these here. And then without moving this, I'm gonna grab a little plant. That way I don't have to recenter it again. You know what I do like about CC? That like the plant selection. CC creators are like, there are not enough plants in this game. And there's not. And every single one of them, there's probably at least a single plant in every fucking build by CC pack you download. It's fantastic. Very, very rarely do they not have a plant. So you just have to move the toilet, even though this has stuff on it to place. Like if I'm not questioning you. I believe you. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding that correctly. So if I grab like this thing now, so I'd have to put one here because that's above. But it doesn't want to. Why don't you want to go on that shelf, bitch? Please hold. Will you go on this shelf? You will. The space under the toilet is clear, but it's still not alt placing. So I can't use this shelf because it has 3 different places I can alt place. But if I put something here, it's not clear, but it's full now. Okay. I did. Oh, all the slots. You know I've done that before, and I remember doing that now, and I didn't remember doing that then until you just said something. We've shown y'all how to do this over here a few times. I don't even remember. It's fine. Thank you, sorry. I want to use this, but not in here. I was like, there's like a step. You know, like you're missing a step and you're like, I don't have the time, the desire, or the energy to figure out what that step is right now, so fuck it. I'm just not going to. That's what was happening there. I was like, yep. That'll figure itself out later. This is the one I want. But I don't want it there. I want it up here. You were there. Get up on the shelf. How many slots? Oh, sorry, I got it. Like, how many slots does this sink have? That's a lot of slots. You got an overgrown house build going on, and you want it to look like shit's growing out the sink? That's your boy right there. Where'd that go? This one right here? Phil, fancy up your sink real fast for you. I was like, am I not deleting this correctly? I was. There were just so many of them there. I don't even know how he got there. I was like, let me move this. I feel like maybe I missed one. I did. I want this up here, but like, I don't want it to block stuff either. So, we'll figure something out. Well, we'll do this little guy. This little guy's cute. We all like this little guy. Alright, and then I just need something here. I was thinking for here we do the like the tray thing with the stuff on it. Like maybe one of these kids is a preteen gonna be a teen, where this was like toddler just turned child kind of situation. So they have kind of a nicer, fancier bathroom stuff. I just have to find the tray. Or we could do like this. Maybe they keep their little makeup up there. Let me pull this out. That might be a thing. And I think I am going to use this because there's 2 toothbrushes in it. And I'm going to set it back there. Because it also has, like it has the hand soap, the toothbrush, toothpaste. I don't have to place each one of those individually. Just place it all at once. I ran ads I ran 90 seconds of ads every 30 minutes for so long that like I instinctively look to see at about half an hour how long until ads. We got some time. Because we've been doing 3 minutes of ads once an hour for like at least 6 months. How expensive is this little tray of stuff for the bathroom? This is all I wanted. We're going into tab mode. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it like actually fit in that space and it wasn't clipping through the top of the shelf. Here, I'll just put this in this room so we remember what we was gonna do with that. Put the toilet back. And now I need to move both of these. Well, let me see if I can do it with moving just one out. Let's see if it'll let me. The sink was like, I'll go. It's fine. It volunteered as tribute. I don't want you there. I want it. Here. There we go. We're good. Okay, this is done. So now all we have left are the bedrooms. And cluttering the kitchen. Like doing some random clutter stuff. So let's come down here. This is the parents' room. Don't know. Again, I have no idea who anybody in this family is. I was just like, this is their house. And we figure it out. What kind of bed? I like this bed, but I don't know if I want to use that bed. This bed is really pretty. But like 522, 501, it is slightly better. There's a bed in here I was looking at. It was pretty good, but like it was less expensive than a bed that was worse. I could not figure out why. We'll do this in this sage green. I did not put any other windows in this house yet. So I should probably throw some of these over here. And hit F5. And then maybe we do this. These need to come down. I'm like, one of these is either too low or too high. Alright, so there's that. We could do that or we could do this. I know you're not supposed to put your bed under a window according to feng shui. But like, either way would work. I mean, we could even put it here. I might do that. And then upstairs, we also need some windows. So, I want this one. We'll put one at the top of the stairs. And then we can just... I was going to say we can just copy that, but I don't really want to. I think I'm just going to do 3 in each of the rooms here. We'll figure out the spacing on those. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Alright. Wallpaper. I like the earthy tones. That's what I've been feeling recently. I do. I was like, I don't want it to be too bright, but that's not too bright. I kind of like it. It's like melted butter. Before it gets too melted. It's not quite brown butter, but it's getting there. This. No. It's not bad. It's just that's not what I want. I do want like a traditional-ish rug. This is good. I like this one. We can maybe get away with something like this in here. It's always possible. We could just size it down and like place it like that. It would almost have to go that way. I don't like that. I like it like this. I don't think I like it enough to keep it though. And then we have like this. This is also a nice rug. I would size it down because I don't want to take up the whole, you know, it would be like, it would be this size. Which doesn't work because I want it to be able to center the bed without overlapping the door. That is a requirement that I did not realize I had until just now. I could do it with this one, but it makes for a very small rug area. This one could work. And that one's got a bunch of different, like, fun swatches on it. But I might go with, like, this one or this one. Because I don't... Oh, the blue could work. I don't necessarily want it to look... Any of these would work. To look too new or modern. I want it to look kind of... Either, like, a traditional rug or, like, an old beat-up kind of rug. That's kind of the desire. But this is a little more traditional than I want. I want 90s traditional. Not whatever this is traditional. 1800s traditional. You know? And then we have this. But again, this one is going to be... Oh, it will work. It will work. But this one has some very, like... color. It's like... all very bright kind of older colors. And I don't know that I want that. Magic carpet could also work, but like I don't think I like this rug, if we're being honest. And of these two, I like this one. What about the one from Cottage Living? I'm like, it has bunnies on it. This could also be an option if we find a swatch we like. I don't know if we'll find a swatch we like. Yeah, not for this house. Unfortunately. This could also maybe work. I don't like it though. I don't like the base game rugs for the most part. Like, very, very few of them are. Am I like, yeah, that's a good rug. I like that rug. It's gonna be too small. I can use tool to make the rug smaller that way. And as long, like, if you're on the gallery and somebody uses tool, as long as you don't try to move the thing that they tooled into place, you're fine. Nothing is gonna happen. You try to move the thing, it is no longer going to work. The tooliness of it will go away. No, you're the one I want. Thank you. We'll do that one. All right, let's find some end tables. Are you a matching bedroom set kind of person? Like both your end stands or your end tables have to be the same? Or are you a mixy-matchy type person? Because I'll be very honest. I'm a they need to be the same. I don't know what it is about mixed-matched end tables, whatever we're calling them. I just not a fan. I don't know why. Either or both. Even in real life, they have to match. But like a lot of people will thrift their stuff, which is cool. I'm down for that. But for me, they have to match. It's a little big. That's wild to me. I always match in The Sims. Always. Good old fucking Snowy Escape. We love Snowy Escape. I love these end tables. These are my favorite things. They're short and narrow. They fit in here. They're not crazy. They're not too tall. They match. You know. Let's do we want to do wall lights for our bedside tables? Or do we want to do like, I think in this situation with just a small one, we should do wall lights. Oh, these are fancy. Maybe we do these wall lights and like a bronze. Although we could do a yellow or even a green, the sagey kind of green. Let's do the green. This green-yellow combination thing I've got going on has been going on for a while in my actual life. And it has spilled over into The Sims. And now every house I have made off stream is green and yellow. All of them. I think I'm just gonna stick with these curtains. If it ain't broke. I'll adjust those as needed. There we go. Are these different colors? That's not what I meant to do. No? Okay. It just looks very different there. That's fun. Alright, let's get our dresser. Like, I like the idea of something like this. But I think what I'm going to do is something like this. Where we do a little bit of a build out using Dream Home Decorator. So we would put like this up here. And then we could do, I want like, yeah, this. I need you guys to get out of my way for a second. So this has a hanging rod in it, so I don't need both of these. And then, because this has that hang rod off the side of it. And then we could do like this. No. I don't want it there. I don't want it up that high. We can put like this here. And then where are just the cubes? Here. And then this. Thank you. So we do something like this in here. And we can hang clothes here and here. And then we have like shoes. Maybe some more shoes. Put some bag stuff up there. Now we gotta find a color. I don't want dark. I don't want it too dark. I might go with this. This is almost too light. We could do the green, but then I think the wood tone is too dark. Yes, he did. And then he was there for a while. It depends on, and now it just depends on the day. Some days he eats like, I don't want to say like normal. He still eats less. And other days, he is just not interested in food at all. And I'm like, you need to have something on your stomach. And that's the only reason he eats. Hello, Gryffindor. How are you? I'm trying to figure out what color I want these to be. I could really make it look like IKEA furniture. I think I'm going to. IKEA, baby. Okay, do the IKEA furniture. And then I think I'm going to do like a bookshelf or something on the storage. Like here. Yeah. But like he also is just doing that. He didn't have any sort of surgery. So I don't know if like you having a smaller stomach also has anything to do with that. Because it could. I don't know. Because I've never done one of those myself. I'm sure, and I'm not against it. I'm just saying I just haven't. I wish this wasn't in like Louisiana type situation because they don't have fireplaces, but that is where a fireplace would go. Do we just put a dresser there? Oh, mirror. We do need a mirror. I'm not sure where else we would put a mirror in this room. I think they have like this antique type mirror. Again, you're not supposed to put it facing the bed. But I'm gonna. And then at the end of the bed, I'm gonna do a little one of these bad boys. I don't know if that's the one I want. There's this, but I think that's too much like a couch. Like I can get away with this one sometimes. I think I'm gonna go with this one. You need somewhere to put your shoes on. And if you have this much space and you can put a little we'll do the gray. A little somewhere to sit there, you should. Okay. Again, we just have to do like cluttering, pictures, that kind of stuff. But the basic layout of this room is done. I'll probably put like a picture here. Alright, next room. I'm sorry about the flashy clippiness in the wall. I never know where cats are in here. So I'm always real hesitant to roll back. So I like, if I'm not going to look, I give them a second to move. You're real cute. Isla has got herself on the back side of this couch because it's like a futon. And has crawled in between the blankets. So I look over and all I see is her little eyeballs. See, I feel like, see the door there. I was like, a bunk bed or something could go like right here. And then you have all of this space to do whatever you want. I think that's what we're going to do. Bunk bed. We could do the Dream Home Decorator one. The werewolf one, I don't dislike. It's just a little more, the bedding is a little more beat up than I would like. What is this? This also Dream Home? No, this is Growing Together. Not a fan, don't love. Basic, boring, Dream Home Decorator. It's a little fancy. I kind of like this one if we're going to be honest. This is the one I kind of like the best. What swatches we got? That one's kind of a fun one. I think we're going to go with this one. I don't have any idea, again, who this family is. I just know what their house is going to look like. Now, where's the matching bed to this? This. Do we want to do like a twin situation? Because we could do that and then have another bed over here and then have like the desk here with the dresser here. I don't think I want to do that. I think they're just going to get a desk under their dresser. Or their desk under their dresser. The dresser under their bed. Like this. So we'll find a dresser that we like there. This is kind of... I was about to say, can we face the right way? If you guys hear, I don't think you will, a hammering in the background, a neighbor's getting their roof done, and my windows are open, not because I'm hot, but because my cats are spoiled, and they wanted the window open. I do indeed have a blanket on. So, neighbor's getting the roof done. And you might hear hammering. Because my cats are spoiled. I don't even think there's anyone in the windows now. We could maybe do that. This is the dresser I like the most under here. But it's from Eco Lifestyle. I think this is the one we're using though. I think I might just do a desk setup over here. Maybe. I don't know how old I want these kids to be, which is why it's a little more difficult for me to figure. Oh, that is aggressively blue. We do like this wall. That wall has to be that. So maybe we can do this. Do that. Make sure all of these windows are the correct height in here, and they are. Okay. I do want to do a little office in here. I feel like when you're a kid, having your own little space is nice. Yes, I did situate my windows based on where that bed was going to be. That's the beautiful thing about building. If you don't like it, you can change it. Like, the small desk is cool, whatever. But I feel like we need, like, a normal size desk. Imagine this is the desk you want underneath your bed. The fact that it even lets me put it there is wild to me. Alright, we got 3 minutes until ads start. Can I pick out a desk? I might just go with this. I think I'm gonna just go with this. And we'll just go with this in the black. The answer is yes. We're gonna get them, like, not the most expensive. The other thing is, here's the other thing. This is indeed... Hold on. This is indeed a two-person room. So can I use this? No, it won't clip. I was like, because then I could put two desks or two computer. No, ma'am. Two computers on there. Guess not. I guess we'll just stick with this. We'll put on this old craptacular computer. And then we'll give him this chair. And then we can give him, like, a little hangout spot here. Be like these or these. Maybe the beanbag chairs, actually. Let's do the beanbag chairs. So we'll give them like a couple of beanbag chairs where they can just hang out. Nothing crazy going on. We'll put the mirror here and then like a rug here with a little table. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Kind of like, I kind of want to give them a fun little gamer room with like lights and stuff. Because what 11, 12-year-old isn't gonna think that's cool as shit? I'm old as shit, and sometimes, not all the time, I think that's cool as shit. Because we also have like this. This has little ads are gonna start in like a minute. We'll do that. We'll give them a little blue mirror. I don't know why everything is blue, but it is. I don't want to give them a TV, but I will give them a computer. And that's as good as they're getting from me. But yeah, ads are gonna start in about 30 seconds. Make sure you use this opportunity to save. Use the restroom, grab a snack, grab a drink, stretch your legs, go outside and touch grass, breathe the air, all of that stuff. If you do want to play, though, Gartic is right there. We will be right back. Nice. I turned my mic back on just after I put food in my mouth. Why I decided to do that, I don't know. But I was like mid-chew, but I was like, I have to say something. The mic is on. Y'all can't tell that. Y'all can't see me. Don't ask. The answer is probably yes. I'm going to go ahead and do this while I eat. I'm going to eat while I eat, but we're going to work on this. Obviously, I picked out some curtains. I want to bring in like some white or even like this tealy blue color that we have going on up here. Hello, Ruby. How are you? We're going to put like some posters here. We got to get a rug. I wouldn't mind a round rug here. Something like this. I feel like would work. It's not too much to put into a kid's room. I'm pretty sure I had a rug like this in my room and a rug like this on my front porch growing up. We just had the same rug. And I'm going to center this with like here and not with here, which I know drives some people crazy. Deep breaths, man. You'll be good. It's all going to work out just fine. I'm tempted to bring this over here onto this wall. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to put it all there. It's a pretty easy color to let go with everything. It's kind of a cream color. This wall will not be that color. But it brings a little more white into the room. Brightens it up. It doesn't feel so cave-like, if you will. Although me personally, I want my room cave-like. I have hair clips holding my curtains together so no light sneaks through. Let's get some. I want the ones from high school years. Like that one with the... I don't remember what this illustrated. But I know one of them has the anime, like the anime character on it, and another one has like the football like player with the... Is it you? No. Could I search by high school years? Yes. Am I gonna? No. This isn't the one I'm thinking of. But I might give them this poster. That's not it, though. It's like multiple posters. This one. This is the one I want. I might do this color. But we also had the video game ones. Maybe we do the video game ones size down. Like back here. This. I don't think these will prevent them from getting up on the bed. And then we grab the Mimi looking one too. This one. And we put that back here as well. But like this kind of as an overlap to cover that space a little bit. Depending on how this overlaps. It's fine. Sometimes, like, it does that weird, like, glitchy thing because you're putting... I understand why it does it. I just don't like that it does it. That's all. I got the string cheese that is, like... whatever normal string cheese. Is that mozzarella? I don't know. But it's whatever normal string cheese is. And half of it is like cheddar or something. I won't buy that again. It's not bad. I just don't like. You can't get both in the same pool. Like they separate from each other. Don't love that. But also, like, I think I just like regular old string cheese. My string cheese don't have to be fancy. I know that they are like behind. They're like a unlockable item or something. I'm looking for the signed posters. Like these. And these. And this. Say they play those games. I wish it was like a handheld console. Like we have a Switch, right? And you can get that. You can get a Switch through CC. But like I wish I could put like a little handheld game or something right here on the table. There's the tablet. We could put the tablet there maybe. And I think I want like the little table I'm thinking of is like that little cube, the little squishy cube looking guy. This one right here. Put it like that. And then oh, like this thing. It's unbreakable, so I think that's what I want. That's where that room is going to be based. Now we got to come in here and do this room. This person has their own room. They're going to get a double bed. I think they're going to be like a teen. May even be a young adult. Maybe they just finished university. Getting a fresh start on life. Maybe these two have to share a room because they moved back in. Who knows? That's unfortunate. Alright, I guess we'll put you here. That'll do. I'm gonna turn this whole section into a closet, so this has to go to at least here. I have no idea what the division is between these. I think it's roughly this. I think it might be over just a little bit like that. Maybe. No. Okay. There, here. There. That is what the grid is for. That thing that I refuse to use unless I absolutely have to. That's what that's good for. Alright, so we'll put that there. We'll give them some skinny little side tables too. Real little ones. This is thin, but it's kind of tall, so I don't want to use that one. This one is too big. What about you? Too big. There's only like this, which we would have to alt place. We could do that, or we could like move this bed over to the wall and have one nightstand, which I think would also be fine. Just like a little something there. I like this one. It's simple. I kind of want something like modern is not the word I'm looking for. Popular? Like it's in style. It's trendy. The trendy is the word I'm looking for. I want something that's trendy. Cause like this person is my guess is a young adult. Alright, what color bedding? And I don't even know, like I said, not sure the gender of any of these people right now. This is my favorite spot to this bed. Let's just do this. This bed feels feminine, but maybe the person, the sim is feminine. Doesn't mean they're female. Let's do this green. Oh, the yellow could also be nice because it matches that, but I think I'm gonna do this green. And then we're gonna build this out with the dream home decorator stuff. So that's what's gonna go all along back here. I believe I could put a wall here if it wasn't for this window. I could put a wall here with an archway, and it wouldn't be 100% functional, but like the middle part should be. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna tempt fate like that. But I could, if I wanted to tempt fate. I could make it work if I tried hard enough, but I don't feel like trying that hard. I'm gonna go with this wallpaper. It's kind of this blush pink, which I do like. I like it. It goes with this. It goes with this. I like it. If you don't like it, that's okay. You can just replace it. Alright, I'm gonna set this over here. And I think because all of this is gonna be wardrobe, what I'm actually gonna do is get the mirrors from Love Struck. I'm pretty sure is what they were from. The really big, yeah, these. And put these on this bag like this. Maybe I'm not. I didn't realize that overlap was going to be that ugly. So we'll just go with the Old Faithful here. This one doesn't do that when you overlap. So why they did that with the big, I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that behind. Why are you doing that? Is it because my mouse is on it? Okay, we're good. I'm watching the sun ray change depending on the angle of the mirror, not necessarily the angle of the sun. Don't mind me. I will do that. Because, like, maybe we leave this middle part open as the mirror. Surfaces. I believe it's a miscellaneous. I'm wrong. It's not. It's here. Grabbing this and taking this all the way across. So we could have hanging clothes here across, make this middle part where like the long items go, like your dresses, your pants, and then do another like dresser type situation over here. That is a little different, and then leaving this space open as a mirror with maybe something like this here, like you could move it if you needed to, like that kind of situation. And this comes in like kind of a, I like that. Very good, very good. All right, and then anything else in this room that I want, like actually really want in this room. I was thinking of vanity, but I also stated that like I want this character to be a little more feminine, but I don't know how feminine I want to go. And I feel like we need more of this green, and I'm not going to do that, so I'll just make it white. I'll just do that. I'm looking to see what all we have. I want like a display case. Or a bookshelf that's empty that I could put like maybe some books on, some jewelry on, like that kind of a... Like they picked it up at the thrift store. Like something like this. That you just put stuff on. Maybe this. I could almost fit 2 of those right there. Yeah, finding the right shelf in this game is almost impossible. Because they either have too much space, like I'm not filling all of that space, or they're pre-filled, which I don't want. I would like to be able to fill them myself. Or they're just not cute. What about you? No. I really thought about it. I really did. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, this is the one I like the most. I'm still looking. Let me look at... Where is it? Let me look at storage. Let me look at bookshelves. Again, I don't think any of them are like truly empty. Maybe some Dream Home Decorator ones, but I don't necessarily want to use more Dream Home Decorator ones. I'm just going to move that. We're going to pretend it's not here. We look at that space. Like, this is trendy. It fits underneath here. Not what I want. This could work. But I don't want to have to shove it in the wall. And I don't want to cover the window. The Sims just doesn't... They just don't want to give us a bookshelf. That's just shelves. That's all I want. Just shelves. No stuff. Where's the one from... Eco Lifestyle? Like, I could work with this if I had the space in the room. Right here. If this was, like, this big. But you see what it does? It's got that real weird shadow when you size it down. And I don't know why it does that. But it does. And it ruins it. We have these little ones, which you could be used for shoe storage. Maybe we put a desk there. Maybe I'm like, hey, they're supposed to be like college student. Maybe we put a desk here. You know, maybe they actually study. Maybe they're going to college. And I kind of want it like under the window. But I don't know if that's enough space for the door. So it might have to go here in the corner. We'll give them like this desk again. We want it to look a lot of like IKEA We'll go with the light wood top. This is what my vanity is. It's literally these Alex drawers and a white tabletop. That is what my vanity is. And then computers. Let's give you, maybe we do a laptop so they could take it with them to and from school. And then they've got themselves a cute little desk chair because you need a cute little desk chair. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you different. Unless it's expensive, and then don't get that cute little desk chair. Actually, I would rather you get you a good chair than a cute chair. So, just ignore all previous input. It was false. Alright, let's do... Ooh, we need a mirror. This room may get the mirror at the end of the bed. And they are going to get the mirror. Because it is the prettiest mirror. It's cool. We got a couple mirrors that are getting real pretty in the game. But this mirror right here, currently prettiest mirror in the game. And I like this. Nope, that's not what I like. Is this it? Where like the wood shows through a little bit? I want the one where the wood shows through. You only gave it to me in these swatches. Love that. Okay. We'll do that. You see there's a wall here. Bitch ass game. Alright, and then we'll do... I was kind of going to use these in here. I feel like this person is like soft. And I don't mean that in like a they a bitch sort of way. I mean like they're a very like soft person. They're delicate. There's no like harsh edges there. Opposite of me. Likes the sun, you know? I think we're just going with this. But I'm also curious. Ignore that. If we can double up these curtains with these curtains. No, I think it's going to be one or the other. I don't think I like these anymore. Not that though. Not that they're bad. I just don't particularly. I want maybe a shorter curtain. Or a curtain that we've tied up. So I don't have to... I'm sorry about the camera bouncing. I can only control so much of it. Where's this one? That's really close to what I need. That's what I need. And I know these come in just a plain white. So I think I'm going to do that and size it down one. And then put that on all of these windows. There we go. That's it. That's good. That's good. And then up here on this one, I'm going to do a half curtain. Why they don't let this window... Oh my God. This camera. Please. Like, they didn't make it to fit this, and that makes me mad because I don't think growing together... Oh, no, it did. I'm a liar. I was about to say, I don't even think growing together came with windows. It sure did. Windows and doors. And partitions. It did. I don't like this curtain. There's this one. We could do this again. But I don't want to. I want to do like a little half curtain like this. So you still get sunlight, but like it's not super bright. I don't want it to be bright white either. I kind of want a yellowed color. Maybe one like that is just cinched, that's long. Because we also have like these, but that's really large actually. Now that I'm looking at it, that's a little too big. This is what I was thinking. I don't love that. About like this. That's very, very sheer. Yeah, that's not the vibe. And that's okay. You don't need curtains that big at the top of your staircase. We'll do these. I'm telling you, these poor little... This right here is the only reason I don't say not to get my first pet stuff. Don't get my first pet stuff. It's a DLC for a DLC. That was greedy of you, EA. I'm not surprised, but I am appalled. This is the only reason to really get that. Are these curtains right here. Because they size down to whatever you want it to be sized down to. Alright. We need a banister for here. Or do we want to do a half wall? This is what we got outside. I just need to put it here. I am over. You're a lion. I can do what I want. None of that looks good. That is bad. I think we're gonna do a half wall. Because with a half wall, at least I can like paint it. And not be as offended, you know? I think that's good. Alright. I know these stairs don't match, but I can't find stairs that match it very well. I've tried. And they're all like too dark. This is way too light. That's like the closest one. And it still looks really bad. This is gonna be too orange. Yep. And I don't want to be able to see under it, which is why maybe that one. I cannot find the stairs. Because these are the stairs where they go. These are the stairs that go to these floors. But I don't want to use them stairs. What about like these? No. Yeah, I think that's like as good as we're gonna get. Unfortunately. Because that sucks. Genuinely. It is not good. Alright. It's time to clutter, baby. And then tomorrow, I guess we'll be starting... we have options for tomorrow. We could either do our... I'm going to do, instead of a bookstore, I'm going to do a library here with a little park attached to it. So, like, you know, you don't have to... I know we have this little spot back here that I threw a swing set and stuff in. But I'm going to do a little park over here attached to the library. There's going to be a place to play attached to whatever this is. Or we can do our little hippie house, which is going to be what this house wants to be, but isn't. This house is just a little rough. It's a little broke down. Alright, what do we need in here? We need some... I really like this kitchen. I do. Let's go into the kitchen and just look at... First of all, do I have a... I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Alright, so... Step 1, we're going to put it right here. Step 2, thermostat. Let's put that here. I'm not going to give them the fancy alarm. And I'm not giving them a burglar alarm. Because burglars aren't on in my game. And if you download my bills and you forget that burglars are on in your game, you're welcome. You wanted them and now you have them. No burglar alarms for you. I did think maybe about putting a window over here. I don't want to anymore. But maybe we put a tall one on the edge here. We're thinking, right? I wouldn't want it to be tall, I don't think. I would want it to like line up with that. I know the wood is the wrong color. Let's just like make it more of the correct color. There you go. It's odd because it's so low. It would need to be like here, which we could do. And then it looks like a mirror or a window. I mean, there's that big door there. Do we really need a window in the kitchen? That is big old window right here. I don't know. Part of me says, yeah, it needs a window. Because, like, sometimes if it's cold outside and you're cooking a hamburger on the stove, it gets a little excited and you have to open up a window. And you don't necessarily want to open up your screen door. You just want to open up a window. I mean, I don't know how good that window's going to do you that far away from your stovetop. But I think that's what I'm going to do with it. I think that's what I'm going to do with it. Alright, back into the kitchen. Let's look at our clutter. Let's buckle down. I know, it's me, not you. This is why I don't like making small houses. I'm a walls up builder, and small houses make it really hard to do that. That's why my rooms always feel so big. I'm pulling out anything I think I might possibly use in here. Whether I do or not, fine. Whether I grab duplicates of something, that's fine. Just if I think it might come in handy, we're gonna grab it. Careful, it bends. Alright, dude. And this is how I'm gonna do all of those things. I don't think I want these. Hello, Gold Chart Man. I am going to ask that all conversation be had in English. Yes, please. Not, not that that's not a beautiful language, but I can't speak it. What else? I'm grab these. These are like my favorite things from Love Struck. I kind of always want to grab these and like put them out, but like that's such a weird thing to display. I'll grab a fruit bowl. Thank you. I know. It's not anything against any other language. Trust me, I wish I knew other languages. But I don't, so I cannot communicate back. Ooh, spice rack. This is like, I like putting this on the wall. There's a lot of, ooh, see, I use these sauces a lot too. Maybe for the backyard. Speaking of which, I keep looking at this backyard And I don't know why I even fenced it in. It's not that big. I don't know what I'm gonna do back here. Maybe they have pets. Maybe they get a dog and they don't want the dog to get out the yard, so they keep it fenced in. I don't know. I was thinking I would have enough room to put like some sort of playground equipment back here, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, so this is it. This ain't it. This is not it. Because remember, I got all these shelves up here that I'm going to have to fill into. So, I'll grab this. Because Dine Out has some really nice kitchen clutter. I mean, with a pack name like Dine Out, you would expect them to have nice kitchen clutter. You just got to be careful because obviously with Dine Out, it was made for restaurants. So you got to, like, keep that in mind. But, like, you use these little canisters. They come in so many different colors. Use them all over the damn kitchen. The stack of ceramics I'll take. Maybe this little teapot. Maybe it's a little souvenir from somewhere. Maybe. I'm gonna grab a pot. Maybe this. So I'm saying, like, I'm going shopping right now, and then we'll edit out what we don't need. Because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna not go shopping, and then I'm gonna be like, where's this thing? And spend 20 minutes looking for it instead of spending 20 minutes looking for all of the things at the same time and getting rid of what I don't want. I'm being efficient. Y'all never thought you'd hear me say those words. Quiv and efficient don't go together, but here we are. I don't want this one. I like the little elephant teapot. That's the little teapot I like. I do think we're going to end early today. I think we're only going to go for 15 more minutes. Just because my throat hurts. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing the same house tomorrow. I might work on it a little bit off stream. So. That would be cool. No, nobody, I did not have the opportunity or the time to translate it. I think a Sims 4 John Wick character could be cool. I think somebody who's good with Sims would be good. Yeah, I didn't think they were being, like, inappropriate by any means. I just, unfortunately, don't know what they said. Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. That's why the message got deleted and not them being banned. No, I didn't think they were being, I just can't understand what they said. It makes you feel like, you see people out in the world who are like polyglots and they speak 2, 4, 7 languages. Good morning, Ebru. Well, good afternoon, Ebru. How are you doing? And like, I'm always amazed, shocked, and jealous of those people. But like, not jealous in a mean way. Like, jealous in I would never get myself together enough to learn more than one language. Because the only reason I learned this language is I was forced to. All right? So for them to have the desire and the dedication and the capacity, the memory to go out and learn multiple languages is incredible to me. Hearing those conversations where they like switch between as they're talking, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm good. If you have the opportunity and you're able to learn another language, I think it's amazing. I could never. I know just enough Spanish to get me in trouble. No, that's fair. I mean, I went to Spain. I know just enough Spanish to get me in trouble. None of it is appropriate. None of it. I know, obviously, you're like Spanish 1, Spanish 2 basics. Hello, my name is. Where is? My favorite sentence in Spanish is ¿Dónde está el biblioteca? Just because I like the way the word biblioteca feels, you know? That's what I just want to know where the library is. That's all I can do. I can do that or I can get arrested, all right? I can't understand where the library is. I just know how to ask you where the library is. That's all I got. That's all I can do. I think that's all. Maybe I got these. I thought, don't we have like just bowls or something? Not this. I don't think this bowl stacks. That's a big bowl. Not that bowl. No, Snowy Escape has plates and bowls. Yeah, no. Is it just plates? This place of plates? It is. You should know where the library is. And like I said, I could ask you where that library is. Won't be able to understand you tell me the directions. But I could ask you. I can do that. Alright, let's see here what we want to put up. I kind of like, you can't do like, well, no. Okay, wait, no. I was like, I kind of want to put this up over here, but then you got your pots hanging above your trash can. And I don't know that nobody wants their pots hanging on. And then you have 2 sets of pots, and then this pot also has to be copper because your other pots are copper. But there's only 1 copper on here that doesn't look like trash. And that ain't it. It's this one that's been all iodized and shit. Yeah, I don't... The mistake is, my first year Spanish teacher didn't like me. And I didn't particularly care for them either. And she thought she was so smart, contacting my mama to have her come in and have a meeting. And so my mom did that. They went and they had this meeting. And then the Spanish teacher said some shit in Spanish about my mom. And my mom does know Spanish. So I wasn't allowed to take Spanish 1 the rest of that year. And then next year we didn't have any other alternative for Spanish, so I wasn't allowed to take Spanish at all that year. And then the next year it was the same situation. She would not let me in her classroom, and they're like, listen, she's a junior. She's graduating next year. She has to have these credits. Still wouldn't let me in. So my senior year, I had to take Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. They finally got another Spanish teacher. So, you know, she was stubborn. I respect her for it, though. She said, never again, and she meant it. I was never allowed in her classroom again. I don't even remember what. Well, she wasn't even mad at me. She was mad that my mama knew she was talking about her. That's what she was mad about. Wasn't allowed to come back. I was like, all right, Bo. All right. That's actually really smart. I did none of those things. This is what we're gonna call decorative. Where's the red one? Where's the red one? Oh, here it is. I was like, I know we got 2. Because my mama called her out for cussing her out in Spanish during a meeting. That's why she don't like me. My mom was like, actually, I know everything you just said. I was like, oh, shit. That was it. I am going early. I don't know if you guys can tell. I feel like the voice has gotten worse as stream has gone on. And maybe that is my voice saying, hey, time to take a pause for the day. It's not my mood at all. I feel great. I feel fantastic. My voice. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. I think this is like one of those kitschy decorations that like goes in like a farmhouse kitchen, you know? It doesn't have any purpose. It just is there. And the person who owns the house is like obsessed. And I love that for them. I want these things on the shelf, so I might have to tool them. I'm going to get rid of this one, but I am going to keep this one because I feel like these two go together well. Nice. No, I can't. I'm not ordering anything except for a short stint in the local lockup. I kind of want this out with this. I do have this side. I kind of want to like, I also have this whole table. Actually, I also have this whole table. Give me this. We're going to put that kind of stuff over here. Where are you? You can go over here. You can go over here. I don't think I need both of these. I think I'm going to stick with this one. Yeah, an abacus. Yeah, it's an abacus. We're going to put the fruit bowl up here. This stuff belongs over here. Alright. I'm going to put this over here. I think I'm going to use this for my utensils. I'm going to put this over here. You go over here. We're separating now. This goes over here. Put this over here. Can I put this on the stove? Nope. Alright. We'll put you over here. Can I put you on the stove? Nope. Guess what? You're going over here. We'll figure out what to do with that. It stays. I got him with this. What else do I have? We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. I really like this thing. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to find a way to put it on top of these cabinets. This goes on top of the refrigerator. They always go on top of the refrigerator. This will go over here, though. I guess we're not doing team. See? This is how I do this off stream. Literally, I go through the catalog. I pick out any little thing I think I might want to use. And then I sort it into piles of where it's going to go. And then I go through those piles and I'm like, these are the things I'm actually going to use. And then I use the things I'm actually going to use. It's a process, but it works. I think I need... where'd that wine rag go? Oh, it's right here. I'm going to grab a shelf. This one right here. Be so for real. Let's go this way. Sometimes it'll sit on the shelf, sometimes it don't sit on the shelf. The thing never stays where I ask it to go. Yes, you can just drag it. I didn't know that either until about 3 months ago. I think that was part of one of his newer tool updates. Like, he had it so you could... The big one was when you were able to pick where the dialogue went. So, like, you come down here to options and change the settings and go here and tell it where you wanted the position to be. So, I want mine on the right, or I want it on the left. And then he made the announcement that, like, you can now just drag it where you want it. Shortly after that. And I was like, oh, okay then. Oh, you get rid of it. Gotta close the tool before I do anything. Alright. I'm gonna save. It never stays there, yeah. Alright, we're gonna say adios. I'm gonna be very real with y'all. I'm not gonna raid out today. Not that. You stay safe, man. Listen, this is always the worst time of year. It's always the worst time of year. But yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say both of y'all bye to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time for the first time. I'm not raiding out because I hate everybody. I'm raiding out because quite honestly, I just want to walk away from the computer and like sit, you know? So I don't have the social battery today to raid. She could, but I don't wanna. You know what I mean? I don't wanna go and be social. So so we're just not gonna raid because I don't want to put that bad juju on anybody. I physically sound like shit. Emotionally, I'm great. Mentally, I'm a little tired. That's all. I didn't even put makeup on today. I said no. Like, I got my eyebrows dyed though, so you can see them without makeup. Yeah. All right, y'all. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember to take care of yourself and then take care of everybody else. I will see you tomorrow. We will be working on this build. If I don't finish it, I might finish it. Allergies do suck. I'm in a good mood. I'm just tired. And as you can hear, I'm pretty sure as we have talked, my voice has left. And I'm trying to keep it. So remember to take care of yourself and then take care of everybody else. I will see you guys tomorrow. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.